Now next is PowerShell advanced functions. So PowerShell advanced functions are functions only, but with some extended capabilities like native CMDlets. And these extended capabilities are like some extra parameters, right? That we will just see in few minutes in our demo section, like what exactly those parameters are. We create advanced functions using keyword CMDlet binding. Let's see a quick demo about how we can create PowerShell advanced functions. So before we start, let me name this demo as creating advanced functions. All right. Before we start creating advanced function, I want to show you few things so that you can understand better funda behind creating advanced functions, right? So if I try to find what exact parameters are there in an inbuilt command, so let me take one command like get hyphen service maybe, right? And if I want to use some parameters with this command, you can easily see like I have so many parameters with this command, like include, exclude, input object, verbose, debug, air action, like that, right? Or in case you want to list the parameters of this command, what we can do is simply like we can use get help command or help, right? Or simply what we can do is get hyphen command, right? And then name of command is get hyphen service, and what we want to get is we simply want parameters of this command, and out of those parameters we want only keys. All right. So if I run this command, you can see like I'm getting all the parameters of this command, right? Like name, computer name, and all these things, debug, air action. And in the same way, if I want to list all the parameters of our newly created function that we just created in our last demo, right? So let me copy this and let me replicate this. And if I use the command get hyphen machine info that we just created, and if I run this command, I can see I have only two parameters that we defined in our last demo, like make and operating system. But we don't have any extra or generic or common parameters like verbose, debug, air action, and all these things. So the difference of these parameters is the difference of type of functions. Like what is the difference between a single function and an advanced function? The same is the difference, like what we can see in the terms of parameters, like advanced functions or inbuilt CMDlets have so many generic or common parameters, but our simple function doesn't have so many. So we create advanced function means we include all these generic parameters in our function. Simple enough, right? So now question is how we can create these advanced functions, means how we can include these extra parameters in our function. So we can include all these parameters. First of all, let me copy the code from our last demo so that we can save some time. So like this function we already have, and if we want to convert this function into an advanced function, what we can do is we can simply define over here one extra keyword, that is like a square bracket and then cmd lat and binding, right? Please note the spelling should be correct, and this parenthesis and square bracket closed, right? So using this keyword, we can create a advanced function. Like if I run this code, our function is created. And now if I want to see like what exactly parameters are there in this newly created function, what we can do is we can simply run this command again just to see the list of parameters. And now this time, as you can see, we have many extra parameters like verbose, debug, error action, warning action, like that, right? So now this newly created function is an advanced function, right? So because we have all the generic parameters with this function, but this is the kind of framework only, right? So we have created the framework, but to get these parameters actually working, what we need to do is we have to define the code behind them, right? So just for an example, like if I want to run this code now, like call this function get hyphen machine info, right? So if I run this command and let me use maybe verbose, let me use the first parameter only. For example, if I use verbose and if I run this command, can you see like I'm not getting any verbose information, but what I am getting is simply the output of my code. That is like I have laptops with OS, right? Because I have not defined the parameters value, that's why I am not getting the brand and not even operating system, right? But the main thing that I want to show you here is that we are not getting any output against verbose keyword or verbose parameter, right? So what we have to do so that we can get something against verbose keyword, like, so we have to define a code in background so that we can get something if we use verbose parameter. All right. So how we can define the verbose functionality is write hyphen verbose, right? And then we can define some message over here or information that we want to supply to user when he want to know, like, or when he use verbose keyword. Like suppose I say sharing information about my laptop stock, right? So like this, fine. So now if I let me include this in my code only, right? And if I run this code again, or if I create this function again, and now if I use the same command like get hyphen machine info and then use the parameter verbose, now this time I am getting the verbose information as well. Fine. So for using the generic parameters, we have to define their supporting code as well in our function. Fine. So in this way we can create an advanced function.